So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
How about having Apache teas?
Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, what is up, guys? Woo-hoo. Just so you know, it's over there.
What's up?
That one right there.
Hey, you.
This is Can Cam. That is main cam.
Can.
So when you notice me randomly talking over here, it's because I forget I'm not supposed to look at Matt.
Noted.
Welcome back to the Two Beerded Guys. We have the one and only, the smartest man in beer, Kevin Smolar.
Hi.
Kevin, no, that's Smo Money.
Smo Money and
Smo
Mudhog.
Money.
Thank you.
TBG Ops guy. It's gonna be a good show. We're excited to have Smo back on. We have a brewery from one of our all-time favorite, our beer from one of our all-time favorite breweries on. The head of brewing operations from one of our favorite Indiana breweries. So it's kind of hard to be mad when you get to double down a little bit today.
No, so excited.
And he only bribed me with 2 free drinks today to say that, so it's fine. I'm a cheap whore. I only take 2. Hi, Kylie.
Kai, come real quick. Say hi, and then they say bye, and then
Hi.
she's on spring break. She's gonna be annoying.
Nice.
Deuces.
Okay, bye.
Love you. Leave.
Love you. Leave.
You don't have basketball today. Get out.
No, I can't even.
Just go.
We gotta get updates, otherwise we don't care. No. But we're excited.
Nice.
We did have 6. We do have a surprise 2011 beer that I'm excited for that got added.
Yeah.
But that one doesn't count in your anticipated beer, guys. So,
Okay.
Matt, what is your anticipated beer?
Actually looking forward to quite a lot of these, but the one that's the Japanese brewery that we've had good luck with, I'm really pumped to see what that one is this time.
The Hitachino, yeah, that's a different one than we've had by them, so I'm excited.
Listen, it's the Burns. Like this is my favorite. This is my favorite series from them. They're Wild Ales featuring 2 locally grown natural elements. So, yeah.
Thalasperma.
Yes.
I hope you heard all that word.
Is it pronounced fellow sperma?
No,
Th with a T.
Fellow.
That's when there's 2 of us at least.
Smo, what about you?
I'm going to go with the Perennial Rye Wine. I love that style of beer. There's not enough of them out there, and Perennial, in my opinion, is one of the best breweries in this country.
I 100% saved that for you, so I'm glad you're excited
You're,
for it.
you're a sweetheart.
If you'd have been like, the fucking red ale, I'd have been like, oh, I pulled 2 beers out specifically for Smo, and he just told me to fuck off. For me, it's got to be the Burns. Normally, it would probably be that Hitachino because it's aged in sake barrels, so I was pretty excited about it. But, I mean, fuck, this has acorns in it. I'm pretty excited.
And Green Thread.
Thalasperma.
Yeah, that'll open because I'm going to eat it at some point. There we go. All right. So, as always, you know our anticipated. The way we score things, it's going to be on, evidently one of my buddies is always listening to something else. All right, sorry, I thought he was watching the show. I was about to be like, hey.
A lot of fucking
but fuck
jackass.
You.
Seriously.
But we're excited because, again, great beers, we're going to score them on an untapped scale. Again, 0.25 to 5. We would say 0, but if you score something a 0 on untapped, it, doesn't count on the scores. And if you suck that bad, I want to make sure you know. But we're fair, all that good stuff. So it's the average of our scores. Matt doesn't count, but we will ask him his score. 3 is perfectly average, above 3 above average. 4 or higher is seek out. So damn good, we're going to go find it.
Hell yeah.
4, 7, 5, and 5, that's that cream of the crop type beer. Under 3, below average, but 2 to 275 still very drinkable. 1 to 175, now you're getting into fuck, I spent money on this, or my buddy spent money on this, I'll fucking drink it, whatever. 0.25 to 0.75 is absolutely drain pour worthy beer. Now, Mama didn't raise no bitch on this show, so therefore we don't drain pour, but we're letting you know if it's sitting in your fridge, yeah, it'd be one I'd give away or throw away. 1 of 2.
Or give it to Brett.
Give it to my brother. He's at human garbage disposal. It's fine. It's really convenient having him as a brother. It really is. And I love him. I'm supposed to say that, right? That's
Top
what you're
2
supposed to
reasons.
say? And it's number 2. Garbage disposal's the top reason. So, with that being said, Matt, you got anything for us? Nope. Good. No.
All right, fine. Comments are actually working. People are talking.
Oh, what do you got?
That's fine. What Stevie P has to say.
Stevie P!
Says, I'm here. You just can't see me because I'm invisible. Have a great show.
What up, Stevie?
John says, Tyler sucks that bad. Cam Dillon laughs at it.
Wow.
And Cam says,
I just wanted to make sure comments were working.
Yeah, I was checking the Gmail. I was like, probably got something popped up by now. And I was hitting refresh. I was waiting for him to load. At that point, I said, Tyler sucks that bad.
I could see the chat, and I was like, no one's posted yet. Let me
Yeah.
see. Yep, okay, it's working.
We were thinking the same thing at the same time.
Love you, too. We do score everything on Untapped right away, so...
Quick poll for people that are watching. Do you want Tyler to stay half off screen or do you want to get full on screen? Do you want to see that whole mug or not?
I haven't moved, so was I not on screen when we did
Full
the
front.
No, I
Tesla?
told you originally you needed to move over because you're.
I was told to move that
No,
way.
You didn't say
other
move
direction.
left.
You said left.
You said move left.
And that's left.
Our left, we were sitting there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Stage left.
See? Okay. Very rarely do I side with Tyler on things, but he's right on this one. Yeah.
If you tell someone to go left, they're going to go to their left. Now my chair's in a fucking weird spot. God damn it. There we
Under your
go.
ass?
No. Fuck. Is that better?
Much better. Now the world can
hell.
see your smiling face.
But everybody's
Okay.
voting to see him off screen.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. No, hey, we both know that's not true. Matt can't set up a poll. He barely knows how to hit a button.
Oh, God damn it. You got me.
Huh, okay.
Perplexing? Not
Well, I didn't read the whole beer description. I saw the word lager. And,
And it's dark.
expected...
Oh, Tyler's being a beer racist.
Stop it. Stop it.
There it is. We're going to use that one so often.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is Brewery Omegang's Metal Legion Lager. Midnight Lager with spices in honor of Guild Wars 2. 6% ABV.
Guild Wars, dude.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Is it a Harry Potter thing?
No. When the feline warriors known as the
That was
Char,
Pokemon
all
Go.
right. When the feline warriors known as the Char come home from battle, they reach for a cold Metal Legion lager. This brew is a Belgian take on an old world style of the dark lager, brewed with our Belgian lager yeast. Metal Legion lager has a rich aroma and full flavor, a full flavor mouthfeel with subtle notes of roasted Belgian chocolate. The beer is fermented cold to provide an easy drinking body and a clean, crisp finish. Along the way, you'll enjoy slight notes of the hand-selected spices, which include coriander and orange peel. Holy shit, put less words on your can. 6% ABV.
Hand-selected spices or just results of the yeast?
I'm guessing this has not been charged.
I charged it for about 30 minutes beforehand.
We'll save it for important ones.
Get a lot of the coriander. A little bit of roast.
I wasn't sure I'm
A little
getting
bit
like the
chocolate.
orange out there too much, but it's very easy drinking beer.
It's weird they say Belgian on the label, because I don't get anything really Belgian-y about this.
No.
To me, it drinks more like a Doppelbock.
Yes.
I think it's delicious. I like this. I would absolutely drink a whole pint of this and be very happy. But it's got a bit of an identity crisis versus what's on the can.
Everything I expected from that can, especially Belgian-wise, like you said you get coriander. I don't get anything.
It's just that spice that I get.
Yeah.
I get a little roasty,
Little chocolate,
little maybe. Like, it's just... I think I was expecting more. Just don't quite get everything I expected.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, and I would drink it. But it's if I was buying based on the can, which is kind of how we grade, like there is a what's on the can needs to be in the can kind of thing. Now, again, we don't have to bash it, but I personally take a little bit off if it doesn't match up. And it definitely, if I'm buying based on the can, never heard of this beer, never heard of this brewery, I'd be a little disappointed if I was looking for one thing and got this.
You never heard of Omegang?
I'm saying
Oh,
if I
okay,
had.
sorry.
Good lord.
Jeez.
So the funny part is when I bought this at Total Wine in Austin, I was like, oh yeah, we like oh god, oh well, you know, we've had that, nothing crazy. But then I was like, oh well, this has like some interesting different thing. Like let's try this, see what it tastes like. It's not bad, but it's not got everything that I was hoping for on it coming out of it. So
Flavor's good overall.
it's not a bad beer, definitely good drink,
Yep.
but just not quite
The
everything
roast-
they promised.
Yeah, the roast definitely builds the longer it sits. Like I'm sitting here now, just
It's a little bit. It's not
Ashy.
a lot of balance to it. Yeah, I'm like the more I drank, I took that big gulp. I'm just not. I think you guys are liking it more than I am.
I like it. I just am disappointed on what it is.
yeah, I'm with that.
If it didn't say everything it said on it and it had like less and tastes like this, I think I'd be happy
Yeah.
with it.
Oh yeah, this with a bowl of chili.
Ooh.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
that would work.
It would.
Yeah, I know.
Smartest man in beer for a reason.
You know
folks.
where I'm at not knowing things.
To be fair, there's like 3 beers that don't go with chili, so
Everything goes with chili.
Sour.
pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. I've had some pretty bad chili. I might need the sour to get rid of it.
Okay. Well, I go first in this one. I'm just not a big fan of it in general. I'm gonna go 2.5 on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
ouch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Whoa.
My turn.
Yep.
Cool. So, as a beer, I really enjoyed it. Like, I would absolutely drink that again. As a beer, I give it a 4. Versus what's on the label, 3. So I'm gonna call it 3.5 average.
Okay.
Going to 3 1/4. I think it's above average taste. I think it does get nixed a little bit. I was probably more in that 3.5 to 3.75 range, but taking away from what's on the can, I'm going to go 3 1/4.
Does make it a 3.
Perfect. That way we made up for John and his horrendous score.
It was horrendous. It just wasn't
Not your thing.
not my thing.
Not your thing.
And that's fair. Not everybody can be right. So that is a 3. Matt, not that you count, but we do love you, so you do matter. What would you give this?
Thanks, Matt Kelly.
Can't spell matter without Matt.
That's Matt with 1 T.
No, it's
that-
not. No, it's not.
That's Mater. That's Mater.
Ball State.
Yeah. Chirp, chirp.
That's psychology, not English, okay?
Can't spell chirp, chirp without Matt.
That I actually enjoyed drinking that. Just it wasn't everything I was hoping it was going to be based off of reading it. And especially that's why having it I was like, oh, this should be something really fun. And it was just a solid beer. Since it wasn't quite all there, 2.75.
Fair.
Closer to right, but still wrong.
This is got an aggressive show, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Honestly, you might be in a mood today.
I'm in a great mood.
Tyler? Yeah.
I'm in a great mood.
That's a scary thing.
I didn't
Actually,
actually
No,
Okay.
I will say it is kind of funny when I go to work and I'm in just a great mood and everything. I'm coming in happy. Literally, the staff goes,
We're all fired, aren't we?
That's the day you make everybody cry.
Yeah.
Actually, that did happen last time.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't make anybody cry this time.
Don't you work with children?
Well, it's the staff.
Oh, okay, all right.
I went in a few weeks ago. I go in this great mood. I mean, I am happy. I'm just. 3 women cried like while I was talking to them during the day.
And you.
What's funny is that.
Why
day,
would you admit that on camera?
Well, what's funny is that day, not a single one were getting yelled at or scolded for anything.
Sure.
It was just I talked to them and like one had a big family crisis that none of us knew about right before she came in. We ended up sending her home. I was like, "Hey, is everything okay? Like you look a little like just she looked a little off and she's normally like bright and sunny." And she just goes, "Woo!" And I'm like. And I don't do well when women cry. I'm just kind of like, a little bit later, another one, I'm like, hey, like, that was tough. Like, that kiddo, like, was really, woo! And I'm like, another one, I literally went, hey, how was your weekend? Woo! I'm like, what
So
the?
that was legitimately just your face.
I think so.
That's when there's no time for anything else there.
But it was such a just, like, weird day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like this. I'm like, I was in a great mood. And now I'm like, scared to talk to anyone. And I work with nothing but women. So I was just like,
And kids.
I don't work with the kids much anymore.
I don't know.
No.
I wonder why.
Stop it.
Because he made them cry too.
No, I got promoted, dang it.
That's so funny.
I got another promotion. That's pretty cool.
Alright,
I'm on a roll.
Some comments, speaking of rolling in. Cynthia Aussie just jumped on, says Tyler has that effect on women.
I have so many comments.
DVP says, DDJ, don't doubt John.
I'll always doubt John.
Yeah. Steven is.
And Cam asks, hey Tiny, what you doing early May?
My birthday.
That's my time out with the big race? Is that maybe where he's going?
No, big race at the end of May.
How's it been? Okay.
You lose some beer for that.
You let me, just text me. Tell me what you got going
I've been
on.
to the race, I've been blackout drunk, so I have no concept of time in my defense.
Well, it's Memorial Day weekend.
And I grew up in Ohio.
And Memorial Day is at the end of the month.
Okay. Geography, dates, apparently spelling, not my thing.
I wasn't sure he was going to say the word.
I know. I was
He
like,
said
wait,
geography. I was like,
Anyway.
all right, anyway.
Anywho.
This is Conway's Irish Ale from one of the bigger regional breweries in the area, Great Lakes Brewing Company. Named for Patrick Pa Conway, our founder's grandfather and a beloved traffic cop. That's not a real thing. Who'd agree that smooth, full-bodied Irish ale is just the ticket. 6.3% ABV.
Listen, if we say, hey, Matt, let's meet you at the race. Let's meet you at the 500 and Memorial Day. It'll be like September. He's up in Iowa.
In fairness, I do always get Labor Day and Memorial Day crossed. I give them flip back and forth a lot.
Geography and dates.
Our poor fallen heroes. Matt can't celebrate them because he doesn't know what it is.
I get reminded the day
Those
of.
poor laborers.
He's like, that one doesn't affect me, but I'm a working man, so I celebrate it twice.
Cam, are you trying to get me to go to the Dominican again?
A little sweet on the back end, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Again, have you ever been down there with him, John?
No, but he's trying to get me to go several times.
Okay.
I'm not against it for the
I wasn't
record.
sure
It's
which
just-
again that meant.
I never had the opportunity to go.
So their description on Untapped says stationed at the intersection of sweet and toasty. I don't get much toasty.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a little toasty. A little bit.
I don't get a bunch. I get a lot of sweet.
A lot of caramel.
Yeah.
A lot of caramel. Flavor's nice.
It smells super duper oxidized. Like it is heavy, and then not really there on the taste. which
Yeah,
is
I don't
weird.
get it on the taste
Yeah, I
at
really
all.
don't. It's just sweet, sweet, sweet.
In all fairness, I got this from Total Wine, so you never know there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never know there.
Yeah, I thought about that after I muted all these back in my suitcase. I was like, shit, I didn't check any of the dates on these beers that I bought down in Texas. I can't take these back. Like,
Yeah, that one I
These all
bought.
suck.
That one I bought here. Sometimes you get a new one. Sometimes you.
Last
Well,
year's model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't. My favorite's when you buy a can and you're like, I've literally seen them advertise this can recently. It's a completely new can art. Oh boy. That's always my favorite. When
Big
you're
goal.
going,
You get more roast.
do you?
Yeah.
Cynthia has a useful tool here. Memorial Day, May, both start with M. Like, okay. I might go remember.
Matt can't spell either. Even though it's just Matt Memorial Day May.
He put his head in the cooler and I go, hey, does anything look weird in there? And he goes, no. We're like, anything in the bottom? I can't see down there. I'm like, how do you drive?
Well, I was like, ooh, because I saw the two kegs. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot we got a John Quad. He's got it in there already.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, there's a second keg. He's like, no. I was like, yeah, that's there. He's like, look down. I was like, it's dark down there.
Hey, it's real dark
Yeah,
right
really.
now. Oh, that poor beer.
And,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man.
That was a good one,
Says-
too.
I like that one. Yeah.
Quinn Schlegel, the comedian himself, says traffic cop is a nice way to say chiropractor.
I don't get that one, Quinn. I'm sorry. Did Matt read this right?
Because you're bending him
I'm
over?
double checking it. Like,
I'm gonna blame autocorrect on something there.
He's a comedian. He's probably trying to be
Yeah.
funny via typing.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Matt can't deliver a joke to save his life, so.
Anyway, this beer is alright.
Nothing to write home about.
No.
If you like a sweeter red, it's definitely on the sweeter side. The Big Gulp did have a little bit of
A
that.
little bit of
but
roast, but
Yeah.
overall, I would say it's kind of a sweeter, just mass appeal red.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Which, regional brewery, sometimes you got to make those to make sure that you can distro them to all your guys.
Yeah.
So, you're first to score this one.
Me.
Oh, definitely. This is next.
I'm gonna go. Solid 3. Like it's okay. It's not terribly bad or good. It's just kind of a. I would drink it again. If someone handed me one, like, sick. And then I'd find something else.
John?
you go next.
Oh, I do, don't
Yeah.
I? I really don't want to copy him, but it's a 3. It's not under average, but it's definitely not. It's not above average either.
No, it's when we talk about, hey, that 3 is that perfect average beer, you oftentimes say, hey, like those core beers. Like what you mean is you get a base style out, but it's a core beer that you're going to brew all the time. So you manage your costs a little bit. Maybe the grain bill isn't as big of a grain bill or things like that. So it's a core beer. But because of that, it's not necessarily always the most outstanding 4.0 seeker out. This one is the 3, yeah.
I will say it does. It's 6.3 is kind of higher than I would expect on this.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
That's a decently high
It's a big
ABV.
red.
Yeah.
Reds aren't usually that high, and also it doesn't really drink like it's going to be that high. So
No.
I haven't had Irish red in a while.
I love it.
Like
Irish
Smittix would be the only one I could think I've had in the past year or two.
I had a Killian's just the other night. That was
I
fun.
haven't had Killian's in a
I
long
hadn't
time.
had a Killian's in years.
Yeah.
It was in my buddy's fridge Saturday, and I pulled one out and just kind of was like,
Was it Grand Junction we drank the red at?
"Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, that wasn't a bad red.
Yeah.
Tommy did well there."
Yep.
Matt, what would you give it if you counted?
3's fair.
Hey, but you don't.
So I got a question
Thanks
for
for
you.
reminding.
Because interesting regional beer, we're a little meh on the overall. 83,000 check-ins on
Holy
Untapped.
shit.
More than a few.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you
I like
think
this
the
game.
average Untapped score is? We're gonna start with Matt this time.
Average on tap score, 83,000.
Technically 83.2, but yeah,
Okay.
who's counting?
Changes everything.
3, 4, 6.
That son of
And it's closest without going over, so just a reminder.
son of a bitch. I'm going to drop it down slightly just so I don't know.
Yeah, drop it
Let's
down.
go.
That'd be interesting.
3.34.
Oh, something's that low. I'm gonna go 3.55.
Closest without going over is the smartest man in beer. The score is a 3.66 on average.
All right.
Yep.
I was going to go like a 3.41, so.
Good Lord, somebody ripped that. Anyway.
Same guy that did earlier?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, I got a waft. I don't know where that
Maybe
came
it's
from.
from earlier. Just
That was a sour, just like
need
crept
a
out
fan.
from under the
It's funny.
table smell.
The linger is strong over there?
Woo! Beef and strong. Oh,
So
all right.
We got the Craft Brewers Conference coming up.
Yeah, how excited are you? You got any big plans for that?
For those who don't know, what is that?
So the Craft Brewers Conference, also known as CBC, much cooler acronym. It's held every year. This year, for the first time, it's in Indianapolis, which is exciting for us. So we're hosting a lot of events. Thank you. Brewers from all over the country, hell, even the world, coming for this. It is a 4-ish day long conference. I mean, there's a trade show. The trade show is amazing. It's the last one I was at was 500,000 square feet, and they had whole brew houses set up in it. Like entire brew houses ready to go. Functional canning lines, functional kegging lines. It's a really cool thing to see all that stuff from a production standpoint. But they cover everything else as well. HR and accounting and software and merchandising and all that stuff. So the trade show, then there's a bunch of talks throughout the week. Or seminars that go on from just industry professionals, the smartest people out there that know what they're doing, give good talks.
So how many are you giving?
So I was going to say,
Yeah.
you do all the
Yeah,
conversations.
I'm doing one. So for real, I'm doing one. I'm very excited. First year, I'm doing a talk there too. So Thursday, May 1st at 11:30 a.m. It's how to train your yeast, a practical guide to building a yeast lab. So it's about it's a quality seminar and how to start yeast propagation in your brewery and how to maintain your yeast and save a little money on the way too, which is I think everyone needs that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't need breweries closing.
No, and they keep doing it. So yeah, but if you're in Indianapolis that week, it's gonna be a lot of fun because a lot of the bars and restaurants and even breweries around town have open events to everybody. Tap takeovers from across the country, beers you can't find anywhere else. I know we alone did 13 different collaborations with different breweries from around the country. Even the world. Even we went with the brewery in Scotland, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Was it that dude we met at Dark Lord Day?
No. These are cool though. They were fun. They were fun. So yeah, if you're even downtown at all, it starts Monday, April 28th. Events start like the weekend beforehand, and it finishes up that Thursday the 1st. So during that week, if you're downtown Indy, check out some local breweries, bars, check social media pages, people doing tap takeovers, parties. There's around 10,000 people that show up for this conference. So then they're all brewery professionals. So if you want to just talk to people, and I know when we were in Nashville, we literally drank the city out of beer. Like it was gone. Like we were trying to find bars that still had beer left because people don't anticipate conference. They anticipate conferences, not conferences of professional drinkers. And
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's fun. It's a good time. I enjoy it.
Did you give a pre-lecture about that to all the bars and breweries around here so they could be a little more
We
prepared?
did. We went to a lot of places that we know say, "Hey guys, just don't fuck this up." Sorry for spoiling this family-friendly podcast.
God damn it!
How many times have you been on the show?
No, we told everyone, "Hey, stock up. It's going to be a madhouse." And about half of them are like, "Oh, sure, whatever. We're fine. We're fine." And you're not going to be fine.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I have one more comment about people drinking. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a good time. If you're in Indianapolis, hang out. It's cool. I like it.
And even if you can't make it that week, still support your local breweries.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We need it a lot right now, more than ever.
I have a question, because I read this somewhere, but you can't believe everything you read. But what I saw was it was one of the first years in it was the first year in 15 that there was more closures than openings in craft beer in the country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure the timeline, but yeah, definitely for the first time ever. It's at least in modern history,
That's insane to me.
modern craft beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks, man. It's tough. It's they've been talking for years that the bubble's going to burst, and it's not more or less of a bubble bursting, more of it's a trickle down of people just can't make it. It sucks. So support local, buy from people that you like.
Stop smoking so much weed, drink more.
Or do both. Crossfade. Come on. Such a cool term. Use it.
It's such a cool band.
Hey, speaking of great places to drink alcohol, though, on April 19th, we are hosting the next in our Comedy on Tap series. This will be at West Fork Whiskey in Westfield, Indiana. West Fork is not only home to great booze, great cocktails, but also stupid good food.
Yeah.
Make sure you come out and have a blast. We have sold out every show so far. Our lineups have been fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And we know, and we're doing this in the event space at West Fork. So we are going to have it all to ourselves. It is a beautiful location. We're having, you guys actually are going to get to use whiskey barrels as your tables. It's going to be a lot of fun. They are set up. They're ready to go. Alex, our man over there, he's been telling me all sorts of ideas he's ready to make sure it is our top event. And to live up to what 317 just did this past month, I'll tell you what, they're going to have to knock it out of the park with drinks and food service to even match 317 barbecue on how fast and professional that food got out.
Yeah, it's 317 did a great job. Shout out once again to them. West Fork Whiskey, like Tyler said, you got your booze, you got your wine, but they also have a wonderful selection of Indiana craft breweries there. So for our beer drinking people, there's still lots of options for you too. So it's going to be a great time.
They have their own house beer as well. They have a West Fork Lager. It's a nice 4% American lager. I recommend it.
Nice.
I wonder why.
Don't look at who makes it.
So while Kevin laughs suspiciously, Quinn said, explaining the joke, beloved traffic cop from the beer, and he says, boo you horse. And Cynthia says, my kids aren't watching, you're good.
Thank you, Cynthia. I'm so sorry for that scare. Yeah.
They're about to be stuck around me a lot. They're going to hear it.
She also says, and more options for the non-beer drinkers.
There's a ton of options. That's the only knock that I heard from anyone about 317 is they didn't have booze. They were just beer and wine.
Beer and wine.
So that was like the only knock anyone gave. The nose on this is fun. But this beer,
I would call it nuts.
this beer, and so you can understand that. This is Burns Family Artisan Ales out of Denver, Colorado. Big shout out to two of the best people on the planet, Wayne and Laura Burns. This is Genie Logical, version 17, Acorn and Green Thread. American Wild Ale, 7.4%, made in 2024. And when I say Acorn and Green Thread, I literally mean they used acorns and green thread.
Also known as Stellosperma.
Yeah, it's evidently good for sexually transmitted diseases. So,
Like to get them or to get rid of them?
get rid of them.
Okay.
All right, I need all that. Kidding. I would say Matt does, but we know better.
Yeah.
That's right, ladies. She's single. Huh?
It is. God. For a sour, for a wild fermented ale, it's all acorn.
It's so sweet on the nose.
It is very nutty on the nose. But, like, drinking it, part of the reason I didn't pick it is I'm like, oh, naturally fermented, sour, like, that's probably going to be not my jam. But this is very easy drinking for that vein. Like,
Not quite as tart as I would expect.
No. More funky, I would say.
but not full foot, though. Like,
Not full foot funk. No. I
That
like
is
that.
so interesting.
I don't know what green thread tastes like, so I don't know if I'm getting that flavor. Smart choice using something that nobody knows what the heck it is.
Right?
Genius. Yeah.
Like, legit, nobody could be like, I don't taste the green thread. Everybody's Googling green thread as they drink it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Now, acorns, I mean, I've had a couple things with acorn in it before, so like, and it is very acorn heavy.
It's used traditionally by both the Navajo and Apache as a tea. Green thread has been.
Oh, makes sense. It would work in a beer then.
Used as an astringent to reduce mucus secretions, to reduce fevers, to treat kidney problems, as a vermifuge, to relieve stomach aches and other digestive ailments, and against sexually transmitted infections. There were also the leaves were chewed to relieve toothache.
Okay.
Okay.
covers a lot of bases.
Sounds like the coca plant at this rate.
No shit, man. No shoot. Sorry. No shoot.
Go fuck yourself.
Get off your high horse.
No, I will say I had a friend that was watching earlier, and every time she watches, her daughter's always around, and we would cuss up a storm, and I'll get a text going, could you maybe cuss just a hair less? I want to support you. And so, like, when she told me she was watching today, she's like, I don't think, I've known you for years, and I've barely heard you ever go without cussing. I'm like, I'm around kids all the time. I can go without cussing, so that's why I stopped for a little bit. And finally she texted and goes, all right, my phone's about to die. You can cuss again. And I'm like, thank fucking God. I am drinking beer with my buddies and I couldn't cuss. That was getting really difficult. But this is fun. It's not as good as the other ones from the series
Correct.
I've had. And
Correct.
like for me, but it's fun. And I'm so glad I'm sharing it with someone.
Oh, anytime I see they have another release of this, I'm going to get whatever I can.
So what is this release of theirs? What do they?
So it
what's the
originated.
series? Yeah.
She was a chef, and there was a wedding, and
Somewhere on the East Coast. I
somewhere
forget
on the
where.
East Coast, and they wanted a beer brewed for it, and so they brewed a fermented wild ale, and they chose, I forget what the original 2 flavors were, but everybody liked the original base so much that they just kept going. Every year they brew it, and they'll just put 2 other flavors in it.
Okay.
But they source them locally, so they got to be grown locally. If it's not native to Colorado, they will have someone grow it for them in Colorado.
They have some friends that literally have like backyard little like bigger backyard gardens that they'll be like, hey, you know, we were thinking about using this, and they'll be like, when do you want it? And they're like, well, it'll probably be a year. It'll be this year. It'll be next year. Whatever. And they'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
They have one that they use snapdragons, all sorts of stuff in it.
Yeah, they'll go out and almost like what is it?
They forage.
Scratch. We're talking about. They'll go
It reminds me a
forage
lot
and
of
stuff.
Scratch. Yeah,
That's cool.
If it's stuff they can forage that's local, they'll forage. Otherwise, they haven't grown there.
So you're saying they got friends in high places? I'm like Garth Brooks?
I love how he's the guy that has the button to do the button, and then doesn't do the button.
I
Yeah.
had them all down almost, then we started going every week, now I can't remember which ones are where. Also, the sad trombone's gone.
It's not.
Well,
It's-
but
Oh, no, that wasn't deserving of that.
I agree, but if I'm the one saying it, I would do it because, well,
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, you're not gonna sad trombone yourself. I feel like that should
Maybe on your
be-
birthday.
I feel like that should be on Urban Dictionary so bad. The sad trombone, other uses goes to sad trombone yourself.
Trombone solo. Sad trombone solo.
I'm telling you right now, that's one that should be on Urban Dictionary if I've ever heard one.
All right.
Alright, we got, Quinn says, someone get Tyler a case of that beer. He can smell your pee through his phone. That's 2 outs out of 4, so comedian's getting there. He's warming up. And we got Christian on there. Says, sup, boys?
What's up,
What's
Christian?
up, Christian?
I did that.
So what's your opinion on this beer? Because this is very different than anything we can get around here.
I absolutely say I've never had any beer that tastes like this before in my life.
Same.
It is incredibly well weighed, incredibly well made. Mm-hmm. I don't like the flavors. Personal opinion, very well made beer. Not jiving for me.
Yeah.
That's going to be my hardest part with the score. Is I don't like the flavors, but I love how well it's made. Mm-hmm. And it's not like I can compare it to any other mentally compare it to anything else.
No, I
because
have zero frame of reference for this, right?
I've had some of their other genealogical series,
Sure.
but each one is very different.
Same base beer, but those whatever 2 additions they add are just so different every time.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
The acorns were too strong. I think if that was dialed back like 50% and a little more tartness, that would have been...
I think even at the acorns there, if you add the tartness, I think it balances it a little better.
Yeah.
I think that acorn was just so dominant.
It's pretty intense. Yeah.
And things you never thought you'd say while drinking beer. You know, that acorn was woo, just overpowered everything.
I love the spirit and what they do it in. So it's like I said, it's one of my favorite things that they do in general.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a cool idea. Yeah.
I'm first.
Yep.
Whatever Tyler says, I agree
That
with.
was the most defeated sounding voice I've ever heard come out of Tyler.
So, as always, we're fair. These are two of our very best friends in craft beer. 2 people who have more knowledge in craft beer than almost anyone. Wayne Burns has literally forgotten more about craft beer and craft beer making than most elite brewers will ever know. He's been doing it professionally for 35 years. He started in Michigan during the big explosion up there in the late 70s, early 80s. The man could talk your ear off. I would love to put you and him in a room together and just let you talk. You're both extremely scientific about it.
He means let Wayne talk because
Yeah, most people, it's really hard to get a word in edgewise with Wayne.
Tyler, huh?
You got to bring Laura along.
yes.
She reigns Wayne.
Laura literally will be like, "Shut up, let someone else talk," and you'll see he'll be like shaking. Like,
Yes, it is like being with Tyler.
yeah, both of you can fuck off.
That giddy Tyler energy.
I'm also very much stalling because I can't figure out what the fuck the score is. It's well made. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. I don't really like the flavor. It's 2.5, 2.25, 2.5, 2.5, 2.25. I gotta be honest, 2.25. We're fair. They're my friends, but 2.25.
No, I'll need my calculator. So I'm the inverse of this one. Like I do like this one. It is not my favorite of these. The smell of the acorn on the nose is way overpowering. I found it better just drinking it. I can't tell you what green thread's supposed to taste like. It's who the fuck knows, right? I actually do like it. I wouldn't seek this particular one out again. But I'm gonna go with 3.75. I like it well enough.
Well enough. I love how above average is liking something well enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't well enough for a 3.75. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I got you.
I would drink this beer again with people that like beer to talk about it. I think,
Yes.
I think it's super interesting.
That for sure.
Yeah, and I'm with you. It's a hard thing to judge. It's a hard thing to say. So I'm gonna go straight. I'm going straight 3. It is not an average beer by any means. It is very exceptional
Should be
in
a
how
3
it's
average
made.
then.
Yeah.
But it is just the flavors are just not for me, and that's personal opinion.
I was judging that was hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Judging that was really hard. We will do one more beer before break just because we have a bigger bottle tonight and I don't want to have stacked the back end so much.
Sure.
That would get a little rough by the end. So we will do one more. Matt, I see you looking at the screen. Do you have anything over there?
Yeah, Thad just jumped on. Said Michiana Festivals of Beer is being planned right now. I can't talk.
Yep. We'll be there.
Back at the ballpark says you're invited, of course.
Oh, back
Yep,
to the
we'll be
ballpark.
there.
And that was fun.
I threw it on the schedule when I saw the date announced. So
What is the date?
It's on the
All right.
here. Dad, if you can get there before I get there, type in the date, please.
And question 2, I didn't get a chance to really bring it up earlier.
October 25th, Fort Waynes Field and South Bend.
Quinn asked a reasonable question, I feel. He says, why do we think the trend was changing with the breweries closing down? I don't know if that's a
Cost of everything. Cost of
quick
doing
conversation,
business.
long conversation, but people that aren't in the know didn't know if there's any touchstones on that.
Yeah, costs are going up, and beer is already expensive to buy. Craft beer is already expensive to buy. You know that. $13 a 4-pack is not normal anymore. That's a standard price nowadays. That sucks.
Yeah.
I think people are just drinking less. They are, with marijuana being legalized in so many places.
Yeah.
and
Gen Z, right?
Gen
Is it
Z.
that's-
Yeah, there's an infographic last year showing each generation: Boomers, Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z, and how
We
much,
still drink hard.
Yes, we do, and how much we've spent
Full on Ragers.
per year on alcohol. And everyone, the first 3 are like $25 billion or so, or something crazy. And then you go to Gen Z, and it's 3. Now, granted, they're not all 21 yet, so that's part of it. But they just don't seem to get there.
Well,
And,
I have 3 nephews who are all between 23 and 26.
yeah.
I think between the 3 of them, they drink on average in a month 4 drinks
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
in a month, maybe
Yeah.
4 to 5 drinks. I'd say in a month,
Yeah.
and that's between 3 early to mid 20s. Like that is.
Yeah.
At that age, especially at my younger nephews, the 2 younger ones, I would have been diagnosed as an alcoholic.
Still would be.
I was going to say, you improved?
Very much so. But I
No, yeah.
which good for them, but not good for the industry that I love.
Aluminum prices are up, so cans are more expensive.
Yep.
Grain prices are up, grain's more expensive.
And when they do drink, they drink liquor a lot of times because bang for buck,
Yep.
Yep.
and it doesn't make them feel as full.
And
I
you know,
think
they
they'll
really
have
like
to-
that
yeah.
Xanax too, I think so.
Yeah.
Now, not to be like a political thing, but like tariffs changing, does that kind of affect your
Yep.
price
Oh,
costs
yeah.
as well, too?
All of our cans come from Canada.
Oh.
The suppliers in the U.S., Ball's the biggest one. during COVID, they cut everyone off, saying if you don't buy like 5 million cans a year from us, at least we're not producing for you. So
Jesus.
there's not really a lot of options for cans that are American made. Grain's another big thing. A lot of our grain is grown in Canada, Lower Canada, Dakotas, and Americas as well. But the biggest thing is either stuff that's grown in America for soil fertilizer. They use potash.
Yeah.
It's called 100% of that comes from Canada. So we're seeing some of that stuff here too. Which sucks. Then in Europe, the largest grain producing country is the Ukraine, which has not been producing grain
Had
in
a lot
3
of issues
years.
lately,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Why?
they're already stressed there. Now we're stressing here, so it sucks. It sucks. Nothing we can really do about it now.
Two things real quick.
yeah.
Matt, what would you have scored that last beer, by the way?
I'm gonna give it a 3 1/4. It was definitely an interesting, fun, different beer. I don't know anything to compare it to, like you guys were saying, but that was an experience beer, just to have them, like you're saying, like
100%.
have it and share
Yeah.
with people. Like, this is something really crazy. Let's try and see what you think. Like, I think it's fun for that, and it was well made.
It's definitely an experience.
I didn't dislike the flavors, but I think it would work kind of weird in that beer. But it was just kind of made it more interesting to me, I guess, like that oddity factor.
All right, so our next beer, that's the second thing I was going to say, is XH by Hitachino Nest Beer. It is made by the Kyuchi Brewery, Ibaraki, Japan. I'm probably butchered all of that, give zero
You
shits.
should be like, nailed it.
But you know what's even better? It is matured in sake casks.
That's awesome.
I'm excited for that part. 8% ABV. It is a product of Japan. Yeah, we have loved a lot of beer from this brewery. I am very excited
Yeah,
to try it
we had
out.
good luck with them. That's why
We
I was
really
really
have.
looking forward to this.
We've had great luck on that brewery.
And Cynthia just said, I've already diagnosed Tyler with alcohol use disorder.
No, she
Just
hasn't.
smile.
Also,
I also really like their logo. It's just like cool little
Owl.
owl, but it looks neat.
They've been around for a while too. Like
Yeah.
back in the early craft beer days, this is when you try to find out. It's like, oh, this is a badass brewery from Japan doing cool stuff, and I've had this brewery in a while.
they don't run out the same thing all the time, which is
Nope.
nice.
Yeah.
They definitely have different stuff. They have a red beer I really like. They have a rice lager I like.
Yeah.
They have a lot. We've enjoyed a lot of beer by them. I actually have another one upstairs that's it's called Highball, but it's like a high ABV like mocktail beer, I think, if I remember right. Like
Okay.
I'm really excited for it. Mostly because I would not expect something like that out of Japan. So that's one of those. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I was in the same brewery that did it?
Yeah.
You're saying? Oh, okay.
So you'd be surprised. I was in Japan about a year and a half ago, and all the convenience stores sell beer. Obviously, but they have these. They call them highballs. They're highball, just single 12-ounce servings, so like 10% alcohol. And it's a whiskey Coke or whiskey soda, whiskey ginger. There's like a sour lemon one, and it's and like $1.50
Oh,
US
shit.
dollar. And
But-
you're just,
Do they have sake juice boxes?
yes, they have all these. Yeah, that's
Not great sake,
Yeah.
the ones we had, but you know,
No, the one in the juice box is not great.
The experience is well worth it.
every time we go to South Bend.
Yeah.
As long as you get your straw in the hole.
Plus, you
That's the
can
tricky part.
drink on the streets in Japan. They don't care.
Really?
Yeah, just like
That's
Indianapolis.
okay out
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up,
country
too.
Can be about random shit.
Craft Brewers Conference, for anybody that has not been in Indianapolis before, we do not have any open container laws. So you can legally walk around downtown drinking a beer. It has to be in its original container.
Thank you, Super Bowl.
You can still get public intox. Don't screw that up.
Yeah.
But you cannot, you absolutely find many bars and restaurants will sell to-go beers or even to-go cocktails they've got before, which I don't know if it's super legal, but they've done it and that's cool. So,
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
realize that was still. I thought it was just like a temporary thing, not a.
No, they made it permanent.
they just never voted against it. It's like, all right. It was
It got voted in, and I
With
think
no
the plan.
expiration and
Well, I think the
Yeah.
plan was to like go back in and decide, and then they just instead of doing that, they're like, if we never talk about it again,
yeah.
nobody will say shit.
we're like the Vegas of the Midwest. That's all I'm saying.
One casino.
There's two. You got Anderson, you got Shelbyville.
There's more than
You got
that.
the OTC.
There's
OTB.
OTB.
Down in Southern Indiana, there's quite a few.
Northern Indiana too's got. I went to it
Yeah.
last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, South Bend's got one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terre Haute's got one.
yeah. Down by the rivers, the old boats that are no longer boats, they all build up on the shore.
When they had to be on boats.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then as soon as they didn't, they're like, and we're done with this.
Yeah. Now we're just going to permanently anchor
Yeah.
and dock.
Oh, Brett,
I love the nose of this. Yeah.
I'm going to try to read this. I can only imagine he meant to type it. Smo money, smo money, smo money.
That sounds like a brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know what
I like the barrel notes in this.
I love the nose. That nose is awesome.
What beer style is it? What did it say on there? What the base beer is? I know it's Asian sake casks.
No.
To me, it drinks like a barley wine.
Hold on.
It's
Let me
got
find
that-
out. The nose definitely reminds me of a barley wine.
A lot of oxidation there, a lot of that dark fruit, raisin.
Brown ale Belgian.
Not even close to it. Okay, all right.
But this is also on
Is the
tap.
sake
So.
giving it the more barley wine?
Yeah.
It's got-
XH Extra High is a strong Belgian brown ale matured in distilled sake casks. Chinook and Styrian Goldings hops are used. Yeah, I was making sure I read that one right. I was like, that was the definition.
Then you tripped out the word golden.
No, I hadn't even got to that word yet. I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't even got to the word yet. I was like looking at Styrian, still like,
You're fine. You said that one right. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't believe myself, so I was like triple checking. The nose is, I can't get over the nose.
Yeah.
I get the Belgian on the finish. It's very orange peel.
On the big gulp, I do a little more.
Yep. A little phenolic. It's nice beer.
It's a fun drink.
Maybe not barley, maybe like a quad. It's kind of got that fruitiness, and I'm not picking up sake though. I don't know.
The big gulp, I did a little bit more,
Yeah.
but I don't quite get
I
that.
got a little more of the barrel than the sake notes, but I almost feel like the sake notes are blending well in with the citrus notes.
Too well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all. Yeah.
But for me, it was more. It's a little different than anything else I've had.
Yeah.
Like just enough, not enough that you're going. Well, is it like this? Is it like
Yeah.
this? It's one of those where it doesn't fit into a normal like little spot, and
Right.
for me, that is what made it so much fun. Plus, the flavor was very, very good. I don't have much ways to describe it because it is a little weird. So
It is weird.
Enjoyed it. I go first on this one. Shit.
you do.
I think I like.
It's so weird. We don't.
I know I like it.
I'm having
It's,
so much
am
fun
I
with these
going
scores
to?
today
Am
'cause
I,
the beers we've drank have done the
okay. I'm gonna go 3.75 on this too.
By the way, look what I guessed he was going to put.
5. That's a weird guess.
3.75.
3.75. I like if I see it again, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll buy that. But I don't know if I'll be like, let me go find that.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah.
3.75.
3.5. I'm kind of with you. It's a nice beer. I would not seek it out. I would drink it again.
I'm not seek out, and I'm more kind of in between 3.5, 3.75, but I'm close enough to 3.75. I'll go with it. So it's
If
gonna be a
premium,
3.75
you get
average.
decimal 10s then.
Fuck that shit.
It is one of those. I'll see it and be like, oh shit, I remember that. Oh, I got some other people who need to try it.
Yeah, 100%.
That'd be
100%.
one that'd be fun to give to like Brian and Thad or something like that. That'd be fun.
Brian sucks. I'll say that on camera right now.
Yeah, Brian Suter
Yeah.
sucks.
All right, we are gonna play.
He lives at 8.5. No.
He works at Reynolds Farm Equipment.
We're gonna play the game one more time. 19.3 thousand check-ins. What is it gonna be? And Smo, you go first this time. Since you won, you go first.
Pacino's pretty big. I'm going to go a little higher. I'm going to say 3.87.
Matt.
3.68.
3.69, Bob.
You dick.
Closest without going over is John. At and it's a 3.7 flat.
Ooh, I would have been over. I was gonna go like a 3.71. Yeah,
Bullshit.
Nice.
that's how you play the game.
There's John's code. You at least go 0.2 over.
No.
All right. So with you
know we
guys
got it
have a
right
ton
on.
of beer a lot of times at Victory Field, right? That's a. We have a question that just came in.
Okay.
Is it the Indians and their marketing people and their beer purchasers that kind of really decide what's there of yours, or do you guys kind of go, "This is what you're getting"?
It's all them. Yeah, we don't pick shit. Same with any other stadium, event, venue. Prices, we sell this beer for the same price to everybody. So whether you buy it from Kroger or buy a pint at the Lucas Oil Stadium, they bought it for the same price. That's it. Yeah, it's up to them what they want to carry. Now the Indians have some special agreement. We do a beer for them, outfield assist, so they have some input on that.
I do enjoy that beer.
It's coming out this Friday, actually, to be released. So especially stuff that's meant for them, yeah, input on their parts, what they want. We just did a beer with the Children's Museum of Indianapolis to celebrate their 100th year anniversary.
Oh, nice.
So they're starting to sell alcohol at the outdoor space now for adults. which if you have kids and have been to the Children's Museum, you know the worst part of that place is there's alcohol.
All the kids.
So yeah,
And no alcohol.
yeah. So that's pretty cool.
So you're gonna set up like an adult lab in there, so like you can do adult learning about the.
Well, they do an event every year, 2 events a year called
The night one.
Museum by Moonlight. I guess
Yeah.
it's called now, and I've done it. I've done events at that
Museum after dark.
They got C&D on that.
Dark.
From but yeah, it's 8 to midnight. It's
Wait, they got a C&D on that?
after dark. Adult Swim. No, Adult Swim. They call it Adult Swim. Never mind. They call it Adult Swim.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they changed it a few times. I don't know all the details, but I think now it's called Museum by Moonlight. 8 to midnight, 21 over only. There's food, there's drinks. It's a lot of fun.
I've been
That
to
does
that.
sound fun. I don't think I've heard of that yet.
And Jim says thank you for the answer.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Also, Steven says, DDJ, don't doubt John.
Exactly.
Always doubt John.
My bad. My bad. I've learned that lesson real quick there.
All right, guys, we are going to take our quick break. We'll be right back, and we got some good beer left. So later, guys. No. Smells just like this. No.
I don't know if I'm bored.
Now I'm double nah.
What I do, guy, I just throw everything out there, see what sticks.
Yeah.
Most
Some come with half our ideas.
Well, you can't get bad ideas along with good ideas. It's like fucking beer, man.
You gotta have bad ideas and appreciate good ideas.
I got shut
Anywho.
though. I can't fucking John. All right, our next show. That's what I'm very excited.
Our next show.
Yeah, let's move it on.
Yeah,
This show doesn't exist anymore.
After that comment, it shouldn't. So,
hey, you were in on it. You wanted to be the cup.
I wasn't on it.
I love how even Spo's acknowledging that doesn't make it better.
It's also the most devious I've ever heard his voice.
I will say the fact that he acknowledges he was in on it, but also goes,
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
all right, guys, our next beer. I am excited for this one.
I am too.
Hoppin' Frog, shocker. Evolutions of Boris the Crusher, 9.4% ABV, chocolate-covered strawberry.
It's only 9.4.
The-
Hoppin' Frog, that's low.
This bodacious oatmeal Russian Imperial Stout, a.k.a. Boris,
Boris.
will crush you like no other. Another really cool variant, another flavorful and fun-filled moment captured in the evolutions of Boris.
Listen,
They are out of Akron, Ohio.
it's not a Doris, it's not a Taurus, it's not a chorus. It's just a Boris.
Dude, when their
Fucking
what was
Hobbit
it?
Frog.
Shandy was like
7.4.
I mean, this at 9. Come on, that's not shit now.
That was the funniest shit ever when who was watching?
Pika.
Yeah, Pika was watching, and she just like, wait, did you just say a shandy at 7+? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Probably love our Hoppin' Frog.
Yo.
And their Pentable Ale that they just made up.
And then put on the can, this isn't a real style. We
Yeah.
We just made it up.
They're another old school brewery. They've been around for a long time, and that's
Out of Akron, Ohio. I mean, that's pretty impressive out of there.
And I will give them credit too. I was Googling the can earlier, and I noticed it said natural flavors. So it didn't say anything about artificial on there. So either they're lying or it's.
A lot of artificial flavors are natural. They're just
yeah.
artificial.
Okay.
That line there, what's artificial versus natural, is very
Gets
blurred.
pretty thin?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Darn. Because I was like, especially with strawberry, like, oh, if they're using some like bad artificial shit, that could go bad real
That
quick.
nose is kind of fun. Again, it's another fun
That is
nose.
so weird.
If nothing
Cola,
else, we've had a
strawberry,
great, we've had a
chocolate.
great olfactory kind of night. I added an I there. Olfactory kind of night.
I was gonna say, did you say olfactory?
I did. I didn't realize I did it like when I said it, and I was like, nope, I added the letter.
I haven't tasted it yet.
I'm real confused by 6 things.
What's the first one?
What? How dare you?
It dries the shit out of your tongue.
It's really dry. It's
Wow.
It's still super thick, but then it finishes real thin.
Yeah.
It's real bitter. It's real bitter.
That finish is bitter as shit.
Yeah.
But if you did like a strawberry with dark chocolate, would that not be appropriate?
It tastes like
No.
it tastes like freeze dried strawberry that astronauts have, like the strawberry ice cream.
Also, I have a question.
That's what it tastes like.
On what planet? And like I know you kind of said this, but I just don't understand it because it's when you drink it, it feels like you're drinking a melted milkshake.
Sure.
But then, like literally, once it's in your mouth, it's
Yeah.
like drinking water.
It's weird. And I don't know why.
Also, probably my least favorite Boris variant I've ever had.
It needs some marshmallow to balance it.
It needs some sweetness. And the aroma, there's a little bit of like a butterscotchy character in the aroma. I'm not saying it's diacetyl. It could be from the chocolate or the barrel age or something.
Or it could be diacetyl.
From something like them, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't expect it.
I wouldn't expect from them, but
But we have had, actually, I have had a beer by them, that an entire 6-pack we had by them, that, oh shit, it was their, not the Boris oatmeal, but that just base oatmeal stout they had, that I had the cans of. Do you remember that one?
I don't.
We had, we liked them so little, we threw them in the, grab-all case for, Hops and Coasters a couple years ago.
It's called Cooler Roulette.
oh, I like that game.
It's a lot of fun.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
We do ones where we'll go to a gas station and everyone has to buy a 24-ounce can of whatever they want and wrap it in newspaper.
We call that the bad decision shelf.
Yeah.
We just drink those on, I mean, when we get there.
Yeah. Anyway.
That bitterness at the end is very unpleasant because it's not a fun bitter. It's like a burnt marshmallow without the vanilla bitter.
Yeah. Freeze-dried strawberry ice cream.
I don't taste strawberry like at all.
I get strawberry.
I get strawberry.
I believe you. I just
Like strawberry, like
Very dark chocolate.
Jelly Belly strawberry is kind of where I'm at.
I think the
Okay,
freeze dry,
that
like
makes
I'm
sense.
with him. That I kind of dig that because it's got that strawberry like flavor, but it's kind of off.
It's just it's ashy. It's kind of
Yes.
like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like I said,
Freeze-dried and-
marshmallow
yeah,
without the marshmallow,
yeah,
without
yeah.
that vanilla.
Yeah.
yeah. I am
So
not
that's
going
gonna be
first.
neat rinsed.
You are going first.
Going first?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, Dr. Drew jumped on us and cheers, fellas.
What's up, Dr. Drew?
Cheers.
DD.
Drew Wilkes out of Hop Lore Brewing.
Big Gulp didn't help either.
No, that was one of
It
the
was
worst.
kind of cigarette ash.
Cigarette ash, yeah. Like someone's ashed their cigarette into a stout, and then for some reason threw a chocolate cherry and strawberry in there, and I don't know.
Yeah.
275. I don't think I like that very much.
$1.75 for me. That is, I paid for it or someone gave it to me. I'll drink it, but that's the
Yeah.
best I can do.
I'm with Tyler. It's $1.75.
Oh, I'm generous.
So it should end up at 2.25, 2.5, 2.25, 2.5, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
When I said 275, you said $1.75.
So it's
you're
two?
two. Yeah, two.
It's $2.
Okay. $1.75, 2.75 ends up at 2.
$1.75, and then 2.75.
All right.
50.
Yeah, but 6.25 divided by 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt, what'd you think?
Yeah.
Mixed bag. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I think there's kind of some room for improvement. I'll probably
And
go.
it doesn't go away.
It really does linger.
Luckily we have enough of this one that
Thank you. Yeah, I want a
Yeah.
full glass of that.
I mean, that was one I could drink and just like be meh about it. I'll give it a 2.5.
So I would, if I opened a can of that, I would finish that can.
Yeah.
I would. I wouldn't like. I don't.
I mean, Mama didn't raise a bitch. I'd finish it, but
No, she did not. She's a very sweet lady.
she really is.
You remember Mom?
I was talking about mine.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm meeting yours this year.
You in Dark Lady this year? Are you?
Yo.
Nice.
Bullied him enough.
Yeah.
Wait, there are still GA tickets available,
He
right?
was invited.
Yes.
to
Okay, then yes.
I think you bought a ticket last year, still
Okay.
didn't come. So we got time to bail.
No, I have purposely turned down things to go.
But you still got like a month to not make it.
I'll be there. Mostly for the pre-party at their house.
And
And the
post
post
party.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went swimming last year.
Yeah. Just don't forget to eat sliders after you get back, because I forgot that step.
You did forget to eat.
Yeah.
So
And
we're-
then they all got 8.
So we are definitely playing this game again.
Oh my god.
There are 727 check-ins to this beer.
That's
Oh.
Substantially less.
low.
Oh.
That's low.
John, you were
yeah,
first
I was
this
gonna
time.
say I haven't gone first yet. There's a lot of people who love their Hop and Frog.
They've got quite a following.
700 some.
We love Hop and Frog, but they still just got a 2 from us.
I'm going to give it a 371. That's my guess.
Smoke,
That's a good guess. I like that guess. 350 flat.
Matt.
325.
I love how the guy over here going, oh, they got a great following under 325.
Lowest not going or highest not going over. Right?
John, you were the highest, right? You win. It's a 4.
Wow.
The average score on
I
Untapped.
thought out of spite you were going to go 317.
Our friend, the only friend we
Yeah, I
have,
should have.
some woman and my friend, somebody who follows us on Untapped. I do know who she is, but I can't tell you who she is because the only way to it's. So you remember at events, the chick that's like out here on the top
Yes.
side? Yeah, so she checked into it. She gave it a 4.25.
All right.
All right. Best by January 12th of 2027.
So it's
Liars.
fresh. It's not a,
Yeah. So it says, I'm assuming it's a fresher beer. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Maybe that's the problem.
We've
It's
had it a
fresh.
little while.
Could be a bad can. I don't know.
Oh no, we got this one. This is one that came back from Cary. So we've only had it probably 3 months.
Yeah.
So it'll be fresh from this year then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because they brought it back for us.
Okay. Maybe that's sitting for like a year or so. Let that kind of harshness mellow
Might
out a
need
little
to
bit.
sit longer than that. Jesus, that was
he
rough.
says
Step right on the smartest man in beer's toes there.
Yeah.
But okay.
Well, that was more me
I'll
just
shut the
bitching
fuck
about,
up.
No, that was more me bitching about the beer.
as far as man of beer, I was going to fuck
Hey,
myself.
doubting you? No. Doubting that beer is the problem.
A couple comments here. Steve P says, never knew John was an astronaut to know what the astronaut's cherry or strawberry tastes like.
Yeah.
But he has been to Kings Island.
I've been to a lot of
Close enough.
Air Force
Yeah.
museums, so.
And
Speaking of which,
Stevie P also says, DDJ, again!
Exactly.
Stevie P, I don't know you, but
He's an entertaining guy. International Man of Mystery, something
I
called
didn't
him.
expect
Yeah.
him to use.
Possibly a
If
real life
If
James
I was
Bond.
them, I
You
would
can't
get
confirm
like
or
Cheap
deny.
Cat brand.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Christopher Lee,
I
but he's who Christopher Lee was trying to be.
He's the closest guy we know
Trying to be. Whoa.
Also, just because I'm one of the rinsing glasses,
Seriously.
and right now I have a second to bring it up. Our Can proud sponsor is my favorite glass that John's drinking out of today. The Big Trouble in Little China dual-sided glass, brought to you by Craft or
Die.
Big shout out, Craft or Die. They're awesome. Yes, dear.
side note on that, I recently bought my first glasses from them, and they are fucking awesome.
Great customer service.
Yeah, super.
You got it within like a day or two, right?
I did. I even got like a really nice handwritten note. So it
Yeah.
was,
The
yeah.
presentation in the box is super
Dude,
fast
yeah.
shipping. It's wrapped in nice paper.
Yep.
It's usually themed to match the glass. There's collector cards, magnets to go along with it.
I've now got 5
Very
glasses
soft.
from them.
Yeah. Yes. What's made me laugh.
If my wife asks, they were $10 a piece. All right.
Hey, just keep them on the secondary market. They triple and quadruple value.
They actually do.
They really?
Oh, there's a massive
I'm
sale.
not selling them. I'm
Because
not
they're all
Neither
short
we,
run
yeah.
glasses, so
I
once
have-
they sell out, which they almost
I
always
have
do.
bought a few on it.
yeah.
I have to be very careful because some of them get real pricey. So I like find
Yeah.
them when somebody's like us and is like, I'm just moving these and I want
Yeah.
people that can get them at a right price.
You
But
see
other
that-
people will start selling them for like, I've seen glasses of his up to $150 a glass.
Oh, shit.
If
So
you see that Batman
one,
one,
Voltron glass, let me know. I'll be curious about that.
Voltron or Batman?
Yeah,
I
there
don't
has
have
not
those.
been a Batman, and I have no idea what happened to our Batman.
Yeah.
And then we never had a Voltron.
My working theory is Chris stole. No, that one's for me.
Voltron, the last one I saw for sale was like $80. That's why I didn't tell you.
That's fair, but
Also,
Still tell 'em.
real quick,
yeah.
anybody. Yeah, I should have remembered.
Yeah.
Real quick, anybody who ever does wax tops,
Yeah.
this is the way to do wax tops. Give me a little nub to hold on to, tear off, boom. I don't
So
have to
used
fight
to
it.
that.
Hey, some people have to use a hand, some people have to use two. I got 2 fingers. It's great.
I said some of
He
you
used tweezers.
Nah, it grew since then.
What? You 2.5 pixels?
That's a callback.
Time for
too.
Tyler to get drunk. All right.
That was a hearty pour there, sir. We all getting that much?
Have you seen this
Hope
bottle?
So I don't know
It
if
is
I've had
rather
another
girthy.
rye wine other than Rev, so I'm
Well, I
excited.
haven't told everybody what this is yet, but okay.
I know I've had a couple here, hither and thither, but none of that barrel
That was
aged
just
like
fun.
rise it or
Hither and thither.
Cyrus barrel aged rye wine by Perennial Artisan Ales at
Thither
11.7%. John, now what was that? No.
I said my piece. Sorry, it's not rye way anyway.
It might be better.
Burn.
We don't know.
I also just know John usually doesn't want as much on the big barrel bottles as everybody, so.
He has the longest drive, so it makes sense.
Yeah. It's a long walk up 2 flights of stairs, man.
can we do something with like instead of fat bottle girls like big barrel bottles or something like that? Good
What?
idea. Big barrel bottles?
Big barrel
That's
bottles.
not a bad idea for a t-shirt.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You want to know why?
Because I came up with it.
There it is.
Go fuck yourself.
I love the fact that it didn't even take multiple guesses. Matt knew exactly what it was.
Oh, Steve, he calls out the good night pour.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
That's,
Good
that's
night.
pretty healthy
That's
one,
good.
yeah.
Not wrong.
Hey, what was our brewery idea on Saturday?
I'm not saying on camera.
Okay. Good idea.
Is this a beer or brewery name?
No, don't worry about it.
Well, we'll
talk
talk afterwards.
later. I just want to know which one I'm looking forward to.
It's a bar.
Oh, even
And-
better. Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lot of maybe trying to save battery on that thing since it's only got the one sticker on the
Yeah,
front.
it's
Stop
fine.
it. Okay.
I normally
Is that
have an
the last
agreement,
beer,
like,
right?
it's the next to last beer we added
Oh,
on.
we got that. Oh, yeah.
Other than that, like, it's fine. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's another fun nose. But that's
a
barrel
nice complex
nose.
smelling nose.
Oh, nope.
Ooh.
Second nose was not a barrel nose. Second nose was dark. Ooh.
Well, I
Second nose, how many noses do you have?
got a little nub going now, too.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Honey.
I'm glad I
Very,
saved,
very, yeah,
honey.
pure honey.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I saved this.
It's like date honey.
That's more honey than some meat.
Is that like a sex thing?
Could be.
Date honey?
Yeah. You want to make it one?
Actually, yeah, you drizzle it on them now.
seems excessively sticky. I don't know.
I mean, worst case, we're just going to do Urban Dictionary and then Mudhawk can read it.
That mystery pack that I got, that was the don't get this on a first date one that 2 years ago, had a packet of honey in it.
I love those mystery packs.
At Beer Stout Lager House, they have a vending machine, and you've been there. I don't know if they had the vending machine when you were there. That literally is like mystery packs of some dumb
But
shit.
there's like
Porn and chicken.
corn and chicken.
Oh, nice.
And it literally had like a rubber chicken and porn pictures. Mine was don't get this on a first date, and it was like a feather, honey, like all sorts of shit like that. Who got one recently?
I just got boobs. So you got dicks.
The one that said boobs.
Yeah,
And it even had like a little wind up. You know those like those jumping teeth toys back in the day?
Yeah.
It was that except a
Boobs.
pair of boobs.
Substantial improvements, I might say.
He had a pin that was boobs. Somebody else had a pin that was a dick. So Matt and I wore the boobs and dick around for a while. It was a good time.
Cynthia says, just keep pushing, Matt. Eventually she got her black shirt. Thanks for the backup, Cynthia.
I almost feel like they back sweeten this with honey. Like the honey flavor is so strong.
It's
It's got the viscosity too. It's very sweet.
yeah.
It's very thick.
I
All right.
like sweetness, and it's almost too sweet for me.
Would you like to know the details?
But it's
Are we going to
delicious.
say that it's...
So,
No.
one thing about it though is for me,
I get it from
it is
the
very
button.
sweet, but it's very honey sweet, and honey sweet doesn't feel diabetes to me. So.
No.
All right, details. Cyrus, the newest addition to our family, which I mean we've had this one a while, so not quite new, is a wildly lavish rye wine that was aged in Willet rye barrels for 24 months. Jesus.
Okay.
I can't wait on a beer that long if I was making it. Resulting in rich notes of amaretto, port, and caramel. Bold, sweet, and spicy, just like the little boy it's named after. This one will leave you grinning and asking for more.
It's all sweet.
I don't get spicy.
No.
I'll get
That's
amaretto
nice,
either.
but...
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
I could see the
I can see the
amaretto.
amaretto.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of port flavors.
Cherry.
I'm really getting like the stone fruit, like balancing with the honey.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
maybe not port proper, but you know, that
I could definitely see port because of the stone fruit. I don't know what they
It's
mean by
delicious.
spicy. I have nothing that reminds me of any level of spicy, whether it's spicy as in like cinnamon spice or like
Like
hot.
green
I don't-
spice or
green-
yeah.
I don't get any of the above.
Yeah, is there any barrel? It's all just fucking sweet.
There's a lot of honey,
A lot of honey.
which is funny because that's like the thing not mentioned.
Right. I mean, I mentioned caramel, which I could maybe, but it's more honey than caramel
It's more
even.
for like the honey and the davy stuff.
Yeah.
Caramel that falls in the
Molassesy
middle,
even.
yeah,
Yeah.
like-
I hate
That's
to
all
do it.
similar
I hate to
realm.
do it, but I am going to make you guys play this one again when we're done.
No, it's fine. It's a fun
You
game.
don't need to do it, don't lie.
It's one of my favorite games. It really is.
I mean, this is really overtaking Guess the ABV. Like, that died, and this is like multiple times.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
This is fun.
Excuse me.
It is. You go first on this one.
Very sweet. But again, it's very honey sweet, and for me, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
The dark fruit's there. And that's about it, though. I kind of lose a little bit more. I wish I got more of that rye barrel, and it being 24 months in a barrel, you would think you'd get a little more.
Right.
And I would like that, because I think a little bit of that rye flavor, a little bit of that barrel.
That is.
Because on the nose, I do get a little barrel.
Yeah.
But that's it. And I want, if I get that rye and that flavor to cut that sweetness just a little bit, I think this beer takes another step up. As is, though, I'm still seeking this out at a 4. This is fantastic.
Yeah. Like I'm nitpicking because it's above a 4.5 for me. I don't know if I'm going to go full 5. I'll go 4.75. I think it's very tasty. It's a little bit too sweet leaning for me, and I tend to lean that way. But I think it's fucking delicious, dude. Like everybody's face on this was like, oh.
The
Like,
honey caught me off guard. I liked it.
Like, you had a boot? Like, everyone had that same face?
yeah, yeah.
You had a whole body motion to agree with that? That kind of creeped me out a little.
Somebody puts a finger in your eyes, you're going to have a whole body motion. Especially if you're not expecting it.
Some like, ooh, some like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Either way, there's going to be something. Whether it's up or down, there's something.
A lot more experience in this room than I thought it was going to be back today. You guys are way too specific.
You either push back or you pull away. It's
Yeah, whatever.
Smoke, thoughts? Swordsman and beer?
Lots.
Aroma, 5. That smelled absolutely fucking
Yeah, it did.
fantastic. It really did. First sip, 4.75, 5, somewhere up there. After that, it's too much. Like, to me, it's too sweet. The honey's way overpowering. Like, this bottle, you get 4 more
Big
guys
Gulp
in here.
doesn't change much.
Yeah. 4 more guys in here to split that bottle. I would
agree.
enjoy this a lot more. This is too much of this beer.
Same.
It's fucking good. Like, I would absolutely seek this out and have it again. Get a bottle of this to share with people. 4.25.
This needs to be shared with
Yeah.
like 6+ people.
You do. It's too
Yeah.
much. It's too
When,
much.
when sharing a bottle with 4 is too
Yeah.
much, whew,
I have also drank a bottle of Dark Lord by myself on more than one occasion. And
I
this is
almost
too much.
grabbed
for me.
one of those today.
Yeah.
Did anyone try a big gulp on this?
I did.
We're going to next.
It's the
'Cause I
exact
did
same
that.
beer.
I like the big gulp a lot less.
I thought it was the exact same
it was
beer.
much sweeter for me.
Yeah, no, it didn't make much of a difference for me.
Yeah, it tasted like the same beer to me, which was weird because normally the Big Gulp changes something.
Yeah, like, I mean, it wasn't drastic.
It
It
was
was,
4.25,
enough
by the
that
way.
I was like, oh,
4.25
I kind of like
average?
big gulp substantially less. Normally, I'm more of a big gulper, like on stuff like this usually. Like you get more out of it, and this was kind of.
Yeah.
'Cause the sugar kind of like came more. to
My
the
lips
front
feel
for me.
sticky. Like, I
Yeah. I mean, look at that glass. That glass, you can't even see through it. It's all because of how viscous
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Just how, yeah.
damn.
Matt, we're definitely going to need a rinse for the last one.
Yeah, how's everybody? Since that was a good night pour.
Matt, would you like to do your score before you go rinse?
Ooh.
Sure.
He's mic'd up. We can still hear him if he's rinsing. But
Yeah, but
But I got running water. Maybe like I don't know.
715 is the amount of check-ins.
What was your score, though?
So this
Your,
one.
your personal score. Yeah.
All right, to qualify this ABV according to what was the news on that again?
11.7.
That's gonna bump it to a 4.25. If it was lower, it would have been a 4.
I love
But
his ABV hoardness.
I mean, call it what it is, man. Also, Stevie P says Cyrus is like a woman's breasts. 1 is not enough, but 3 is too many.
No, it's not. Have you seen
Ball
Mallrats?
rats?
Well, that was 3 nipples, 2 boobs.
Yeah, great answer, but what you meant was Total Recall.
That is 3 boobs. Mallrats, 3
Yeah.
nipples.
1, 2,
That's
and
right.
3.
Yeah,
right.
Total Recall is 3 boobs.
yeah,
I do love how we
and,
both said Mallrats.
Yes.
Jen Dussard, what's up? Haven't heard from you.
Jen?
Popped on says, hope y'all having a happy Monday.
What's up, Jen?
Hey, Jen.
This is like otherwise. All right, Miss Mitchell duties.
You gotta
what's
give
your guess on your...
715 check-ins.
All right, that's boozy. That's pretty good. It's from a well-established brewery.
Understatement. Out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Excuse me.
Look at 2 to go to. I'm going to be a bitch.
I'm gonna stick with a 4.25.
4.25.
That was the most basic score ever, I think.
Right?
Matt, or John, whoever you are.
In my head, I was going with 4.31, so...
Oh. I was going 4.41.
Ooh.
Perennial's got some clout. Like, people
Yeah,
that
they
seek
do.
out these beers. I think they even have a few beers that are like top 10 on Untapped, like overall. So, yeah, I think 4.41 is where I'm at.
John won again.
No shit.
434 is the score.
Yeah!
DDJ.
Can you tell we check into a lot
DDJ.
of beers?
Yeah.
DDJ.
Well, at this point, I feel like we just score so many beers that we've just gotten like really good at figuring out that shit.
yeah.
What did it end up being?
431 or 434. John won with a 431.
I wasn't far off though.
No.
And goddamn it, John again! You son of a bitch!
It's gotten really funny. John's on a roll.
It's just like bowling. Give me a chance to warm up, and then I dial in.
I technically won more games, but you know,
Why'd I have to let count?
it was pretty close. But
We both had a long winning streak.
Reem and I had that quick one, and then Kylie and I had 3 straight too, and that's the only reason it puts me over.
I think we were at least 3.
yeah,
And then
because Reem and I won 3 straight, and then lost, and then
I think I won
no.
5
Kylie
total.
and I won 2 straight, and I won 1 other. So we're either both at 5 or like 6 to 5, something
Yeah.
like that. It was fun. John and I had a good time.
Good. Tyler's
I
the
can't
more
lift my
accurate
arm.
thrower, but when his arm goes out, he's done.
Oh my god, it gets bad.
And mine
that's
takes
fair.
a minute to dial in, but then it's just like a lob. Like I just lobbing grenades, and it just lands in the middle.
That's exactly what you're thinking. He had a very feverish morning appointment, so when he came in, his arm was already worn out.
I wish. Oh, I wish that was the problem. Just a bum shoulder, man. Bum shoulder. I played more games than I expected. To
You
be
did.
honest.
You lasted 2 hours. So.
First time.
I really thought that I was gonna make it like.
I mean,
game.
we subbed in a few times. So we tagged
Thank God.
out. Yeah.
Thank God.
Stevie P again says, DDJ.
DJ.
Yeah, we get it, Steve.
And Drew says, I think I beat John. I don't know if he meant it Foaling or it's the
Last
guess
2
the
hours?
score
He did.
game.
No, guess the
He
score
did.
game.
He actually got an
Drew
exact one,
actually
didn't
was
he?
exact on twice, I
Yeah,
think.
he was.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's
Drew's
how much
pretty
out
good at
for
this
Drew,
stuff.
huh?
If I remember right, Drew was like dead nuts on twice.
Yep.
Speaking of Foaling, don't we have something come up where people can go Foal?
Well, I wouldn't say about coming up,
Well, it is.
but there
coming
are
up
tickets for
soon.
sale. So November 15th,
It's not getting farther away.
Yeah.
November 15th, we have the 4th annual Bowl Fest. First time Two Beerded Guys are literally in charge of it, which is the most terrifying thing on the planet. Because,
Awesome.
I mean, awesome.
It's shaping up pretty good.
It's
gonna-
gonna be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic. I just am the type of person that when we stick our name on something, I obsess
Freak out.
over it. And of course I have. But we have a ton of breweries coming out that have never been a part of it, as well as some staples of the event. So, for instance, returning champs Wooden Bear. They are 2-time champs plus the most recent
They're
champ.
really good, too.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And you know what's even better?
Not even
A
close.
team and B team.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's even better? The only team to ever beat them, they had to miss last year, but they were the champs leading up to that. Hog Molly's also returning.
It's almost like when you have to vacate the title
Yeah.
because you couldn't defend it.
Yeah, but they're back. It's going to be, both champs there, 3 years, 2 champs. But best part is we have about 10 people who've been a part of the event before, 10 breweries, and then we're going to have about 10 to 15 who've never been a part of it before.
Nice.
And they are coming in hungry because we added a cool prize to it this year where there is the dedicated tap line to the champ. 1 year at a place that sells an absurd amount of beer with
Yeah.
a massive tap handle. So think your normal tap handle, double it in size. It's going to literally say champs. It's going to be all sorts of obnoxious,
Nice.
which means everyone who looks at the taps is going to be like, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
And that
love
sells
Robbie.
itself, right? When you go, oh, that's the champion's tap.
Yeah.
And that's all you say. You don't even have to say who it is. You don't have to say, that's the champion's tap. As you're, yeah, I want that. And then as they're pouring it, that's when you tell them what it is.
Hey, so if you want to get a ringer, reach out to the Colts. There's Anthony Richardson, but maybe go Daniel Jones.
I wouldn't go Anthony Richardson.
Daniel Jones.
You might be too tired.
Actually, I think you should reach out to Pat McAfee.
I
Might
was
be
going
more
to say, I think we
accurate.
accept Pat McAfee.
Hey,
Let him take it.
I think he might be more accurate than both of those quarterbacks. I'm gonna be honest. You could call Carson Wentz. He might be more accurate.
God.
That's a former Colt,
I mean, Peyton's retired.
Yeah, I mean his shoulder's as bad as Tyler's.
Bless it.
Fuck, you're not wrong.
No, I've seen those ducks he throws.
And he made a lot more money doing it than
Yeah,
I
he
did.
did.
Shit.
Dr. Drew also says he's keeping his personal keg well seasoned.
Cake?
Keg.
Keg. Makes way more sense than I was thinking.
Wait, you don't get spice cake?
Yeah, good carrot cake,
Oh,
space
okay.
cake.
All right, that's fair. Never mind.
Dude, I am so excited for Full Fest. Guys, you get to literally play Fulling, throw football, bowling pins. During the beer fest, there's going to be 25 to 30 vendors. Like,
That was the biggest ripe last year. There was like 10
Nobody?
vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Are we allowed to say anything about, like, the
I can say whatever the hell I
variety
want.
of vendors?
Oh yeah, it'll be
Expanded?
it's posted everywhere. It's the first time that there'll be distilleries and wineries at this event, so we're adding booze on top of booze. It's,
Yeah.
I'm excited. High and Mighty's coming out. West Fork Whiskey's going to be out. Our good friends out of South Bend, Perry Vine Meadery, is coming out.
Nice.
We have Blockhead out of Valpo coming down.
Hell yeah,
It's a
Rich.
long ass drive for Rich, but we asked and Rich just went, fuck for you guys.
Rich, I like Rich Eliza.
Rich is a good dude. Lakeville Brew Crew, you may not know him, but you will as soon as you try Duncan's shit. Duncan's coming out.
Three Floyds.
Three Floyds is actually going to have their own staff at the event. They're not having the distro people do it for once.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
yeah, we're actually in the process of talking with a THC drink supplier to come out. I'm
Yeah.
excited. So,
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Sun King will be there. You already said yes, bitch.
They might make it to the second round.
I did last. I won the overtime.
He did.
My throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did.
Quafon's coming back.
Yeah.
Hannah's already told the staff that they don't have a choice. They will be wearing their jerseys
I
and
think we should
showing
make
up.
more jerseys.
Also, speaking of Hannah, in 2 weeks, the lovely Hannah from Quafon Brewing will be here. We are excited to have her on the show. She's bringing us something for the background of the show that probably is going to get this one moved again. It'll stay in the background. It's too cool. But it's going to keep getting moved, I think, as we place other shit up. But
We're just riding that can all around the wall.
yeah, pretty much. But I'm excited. The Children of the Corn logo that's signed by the Brewers that she's bringing out for us.
Yeah.
Very
Brewers
excited
of
for
the
it.
Drew's doing the subtle. Hop floor will be there.
I was leaving Drew off on purpose. Out of Warsaw, Indiana. So my goal with this event is they've always focused just on Indy, and that's cool. But I wanted to bring out, John and I discussed it, and that's one thing that we wanted is you can get those beers. Everybody coming to Full Fest is from Indy.
Yeah.
I can literally drive 5 minutes to these breweries. That's not a reason to pay $30 to $45, which, by the way, early bird tickets are on sale for $30.
They're 30.
Get them while they're hot.
There's no reason when you could just go 5 minutes to them.
No reason.
But when all of a sudden you add on, all right, my favorite breweries from the Indy area are there, the Sun Kings, the stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, and these breweries I never get to try. Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
Which earlier, speaking of Dr. Drew said, get in my belly. I'm sure he's talking about some of the breweries we're talking about at some point. I'm not sure specifically which one. Sorry, that's a late read. And Cynthia says, yay, distilleries!
Speaking of beer that we're drinking, this is the 2011 Bigfoot barley wine style ale from Sierra Nevada. This is a oldie but goodie. Excited to drink it. 9.6%.
2011?
2011.
2011.
14 years old.
My favorite part of it is the cap even said 2011.
It did, yeah.
Before I
Caps
think,
are cool.
but it's
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
I like the way we turned this rotator thing on just in time for the two that had front-facing only labels.
Several years ago, we had some friends and I, we got collecting Bigfoot every year. We did a 10-year vertical of this beer.
That'd be
Oh,
fun.
wow.
That was fun. It was fun.
Bigfoot was the beer that got me into barley wines.
Yeah. This is a classic beer for many reasons.
100% was the beer that got me into barley wines.
Yeah.
It's hoppy and bitter.
It's still, which is wild for 14
It is
years
wild,
old.
yeah.
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 That is bitter. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I know.
What the fuck?
Imagine how it tastes fresh,
Right? Obama was in his first term when this beer came out.
This beer's getting ready to go into high school.
Thanks, Obama. My God, this beer's a teenager.
I'm so confused because I'm like, oh, it's a barley wine style.
It's American barley wine.
It's all bitter and
Okay,
hops and-
I heard barley wine. I missed the American. I was
American
like,
barley wine. Yeah, they're
So
hoppy.
it's what got me into barley wines, and then I realized that wasn't the barley wine style I liked.
This was not the barley wine you were looking for.
English was what I fell in love with, but still very, very good. Why'd you flip it off? It's unnecessary.
Him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're more of an English barley wine person too, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah,
I mean-
we're on the same page.
It's just a triple
I've been so
IPA.
nice to you all night. I
Or is that
didn't-
just an offer? Like,
American barley wine, just triple IPA, right?
triple IPA.
Triple IPA, it's all
American
American.
Strong Ale, they're all the same. So, yeah. You get these people out there just they have to put labels on everything. Like they're all the same style of beer. American barley wine, triple IPA, American Strong Ale,
Same fucking beer.
same fucking beer. This tastes like an arrogant bastard. It really
I didn't realize
does.
American
Yeah,
Strong
it
Ale was
does.
the same as well. I'd heard
Yeah.
the triple or American triple.
And it's,
stuff,
I mean, I don't know.
God damn. It is so fucking bitter.
I think it's less better than that Morris beer.
Less bitter finish.
Yeah.
It's more
more
bitter.
hop.
That was more ashy.
That
I
shit-
can't remember how the hops still taste like hops though. It does not.
Right.
No, I don't know how that held up hop wise as strong as it did.
Right.
that
But
is an age impressive thing.
Yeah, it definitely tastes oxidized, but not 14 years
No.
old, right?
Yeah.
that's impressive.
When was Kylie born?
2010.
There you go.
December.
yeah.
This beer's
So
getting ready to go into high school.
Yeah. Wild. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
This beer's old. beer's only a year from getting its permit.
So this is almost old enough to underage drink it. Is that what we're saying?
Technically, you're always old enough to underage drink until you get to a point.
This beer's literally about to get his driver's permit.
When Kylie chugged a glass of wine when she was fucking 2 years old.
Don't admit that on camera.
Allegedly.
Listen. Hey, listen.
Allegedly.
Listen. Kids just grab shit
Sparkling
and they
grape
go.
juice. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's
They
still
were
my favorite.
like, no.
Still my favorite
Okay.
thing Pat McAfee does is the fact that when anyone brings up the canal thing,
Yeah.
he still to this day will be like, allegedly went swimming in the canal. Like,
Can we get that T-shirt?
oh, yeah. But it cracks me up because still to this day,
Yeah.
which there's a mugshot photo of him
Yeah.
T-shirt. But it's still to this day allegedly went swimming in the canal.
Cynthia says, as someone whose kid was born in 2011, y'all shut up.
2010, Cynthia. December 2010. So
And that's his younger one.
Yeah.
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 But this beer, this time, this age, I haven't had many American barley wines aged this long. I just haven't. I've had a couple of English style barley wines that I've aged this long.
Yeah.
And by I've aged, I mean I bought already aged and set on for a while as well.
We trying to hatch it?
If I can get multiple, fuck yeah. It's interesting. My big thing is I'm impressed as fuck with how it was made because of how well those hops held up.
I just taking regular sips. I got zero malt. I got all hops. Took a big gulp. Got a little more of that malt profile.
I agree.
I was like, oh, okay, all right. God damn, who was first?
Fuck if I remember. Who went first
think
last
it's
time? I think it is me.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Kevin's the most recent friend of ours that checked into this.
Yeah, probably.
And it was in 2016.
That's when we did the 10-year vertical.
He also he also checked into this exact beer in 2015 and 2014.
Yeah, we're doing it every year. It was a cool thing.
Beginning a 4-year vertical.
I'm not lying, you guys.
You literally put beginning a 4-year vertical.
Yeah. I got a photo of that.
I think enjoyable. Wish there was a little more malt. Again, it's fucking old as shit. I'm still gonna give it a 3.5.
I mean, it's fucking stupid how hoppy this thing is. And yeah, I'm at a 3.5. It's it's well made, I guess. Fuck.
Smells like it's a 5. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
You guys suck.
It's a cool. I have a very soft spot for Sierra Nevada. I think they are an absolute
I agree.
treasure and one of my favorite breweries in the entire world. I found with this beer is doing a big vertical like that after like year 2, they all kind of taste the same. So you kind of get this oxidation curve where it's and then just kind of plateaus. So we did not notice much of a difference between year 5 and year 10. You guys give it 3.5. I feel like this beer's a 4, so I'm gonna say it's a 5. So the average is a 4. So I'm right then.
What's your score?
That math
It's a 4.
math.
It's a 4.
All right,
Yeah.
it's a 4.
I think it's a treat. I have a lot of nostalgia factor to this.
3.75.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think it's a cool beer. It's fun. And for 14 years old, for a distilled taste fucking hops in this, hops that were grown in 2013 till 2012.
Right.
Wild. No, I went the other way.
I know what you meant. Yeah.
10, 9. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I meant that, not you. Matt, what would you give this very old American hoppy barley wine for a guy who's now the hophead IPA lover that he is?
Are you really? Dude,
I kind of appreciate
I'm
him.
so proud of you.
I'm kind of long way. He grows up, and he grows up. But, all right, so this one, not my flavor profile so much personally, but just mad respect for the fact that this thing's held up the way that it has for the time frame that it is. Taking over the mantle and regaining my jacket of being right, 3.75 is the right number. I had this before the average came out. Go fuck yourself, Tyler.
I love how all 3 of us laughed, and I'm the one that got that.
You did deserve it.
Typically.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive for it being that old and you
Dude,
still get
wow.
that hop flavor
Right.
and shit. Like even if it's not something that's my bag, like that's just impressively quality made. And I'm not normally a Sierra Nevada fan. Like I apparently need to look into them more. Like I've only had a few
I like
things
Sierra
that I
Nevada.
never was like blown away.
Oh, damn. Smells about to come for you.
I might be burning on the inside. Like
Those blue eyes started turning red.
Yeah.
Fuck. Got a question for you.
cool. Yeah,
With CBC coming up, obviously, what's the biggest, like, what, is there a big event Sun King's hosting or anything? Like, what are you guys doing?
how many nights do you rent it out?
Every night. Our biggest event, we have 2 big ones. They're not open to the public though. They're private.
Doesn't
things.
matter. It'd still be fun to hear.
One's through Haas, who's the largest hop supplier in the world. They're booking a thing through us. It's always fun. The other one is we're hosting the GEA party. GEA is a multi-billion-dollar company that does centrifuges, mostly for medical purposes, but they also do breweries as a fun little side project. We are such a small segment of their overall portfolio, but they have a lot of fun with breweries and craft beer. So
Of course they do.
Yeah.
the party includes Scotch tasting, cigar bar, I don't know. It's Indianapolis, so maybe. A real sushi chef.
Some Denver Fours.
A sushi master coming in with a whole like freaking thing of tuna, and they're doing a whole slicing it.
That's
It's
badass.
wild, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool, man. It's fucking cool. It's a good time. It's a good time.
It's gonna be a good time for you guys, and it's it's awesome that it's coming to Indy just in general because our breweries have a chance to try to shine for people that a lot of times fly over the state of Indiana and don't think of it as a craft beer destination. So
you mentioned the Brewers of the Corn. It was the official beer of the CBC. So it's a welcome beer that everybody who attends gets a can of it. It's a collaboration beer brewed at Sun King with pretty much every brewery in Indiana, and it's pretty cool. So it is a corn lager.
wasn't what I was referring to, but okay.
Is that what you're referring to? Okay.
When did you guys do that?
2 months ago, and a half ago.
Nope, that's not what we were referring to.
No,
they had one that
okay.
was like a Quaffon had a Children of the Corn beer for a
nice.
while.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Never mind then. Yeah, what's it called? Brewers of the Corn. It's a corn lager.
That's badass.
Yeah, Quaffon was there too. Like
Which
brewed with
theirs
us, yeah.
is a corn
Yeah.
something.
So something light drink in Indiana corn. I know we kind of joke about that, but it's kind of true.
It's fact.
So it's a fact. It's a fact.
Might as well take advantage of it, right?
Got sugar cream
How
pie
would a
anytime you
couple
want?
guys who are industry adjacent doing marketing events really kind of crash this party?
You have to know someone pretty high up.
That's gonna be the answer. You don't.
He's been telling us that every time.
Yeah,
I know,
every
that's why I
time he said no.
Yeah. Plus, it's not even me that's in charge of anything, so I'm just kind of there. Like I'll be pouring beers at place, like where I'm working these fucking parties too. So.
Yeah, we're willing to work the party.
Whoever helps, Back alley HJs, something good in there.
Front alley.
I'll meet you there. All right.
Done.
Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks again, Smo, for being on the show. We love having the smartest man in beer.
Your expansive knowledge.
It was fun.
I still say John and I need to together one day come out and do the tasting panel with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We do need to do that.
That'd be a hell of a lot of fun. That way you can make fun of me for knowing very little when it comes to that.
Way ahead of you.
I already know you do, but that would be like on an official work basis. You'd get paid to make fun of me.
That's fair.
About 9 o'clock, we head down there one day.
Yeah, it'd be a good time.
There you go.
Be a good time.
Stevie P says, appreciate the knowledge. Great episode.
Thank you, Stevie
Just
P.
take a
Love
day off
you.
work. I'll just take a day off work one day. Yeah, we'll go do that, and then we'll get drunk for the rest of the day. It's fine.
Sounds good to me.
It does sound like a good day off work.
Yeah. Make it a 3-day weekend, hell yeah.
So, I'm not doing that work.
He's
I don't have time off.
he's
Tell
actually
him what you're
sick
doing.
in the future.
Taking a day off and making women cry. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like the talking about explosive diarrhea.
And on that note, guys, thanks again for tuning in. We have a lot of really cool events coming up. Make sure you follow us on all social medias, subscribe, do all the bunch of, blah, blah, blah shit.
Button mashing. Hit subscribe.
Do all that button mashing. And, buy a ticket to our next comedy show because we only got 2 left and they're fucking fun. Ask Mo. He's been to one.
I've been to one. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
Damn good time.
Later, guys.
Oh, yeah, bye.
I'm not used to you wanting to actually hype me up, so I assumed all I was getting was, yeah, it's cool.
You know what? For that, he's going to skip the next one.